what's up guys, it's Goblin here, welcome to this new episode. In today's video, I'm going to be playing with the top 3 best meta decks in Clash right now. First deck we're going to play with is this Royale Quick Cycle 2.9 average X cost deck. Really fun deck, and I saw so many pro players like Mohamed Light, Riley, many other good players being really high with this deck in the current leaderboard. So see you guys soon with game number 1. Okay, let's go guys, I'll begin to game number 1 right away, so let's give it a good luck. And usually when I do a video like this where I play with multiple decks, I always play 2 matches with each deck. So we're going to play 2 matches with the Royale Hawks deck. Then I'm going to switch to deck number 2. And then at the end I'm going to switch to deck number 3. As I just mentioned, top 3 best decks. And it's not necessarily that the first deck is going to be the best one. Or there's no specific order. It's just a random order with one of the best, if not the best meta decks in the current game right now. Okay, let's see what he's going to be running. He has Giant Skeleton, he has Bats. I'm actually going to pressure opposite lane here. We still have the Archer Queen with the ability available. I don't think I need to overspend on the Giant Skeleton. I'm pretty sure the Archer Queen will be able to stay alive for a while. And then we should be able to counter the Giant Skeleton like this. Let's then afterwards go with Ice Spirit here to fully counter the Dark Goblin. By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, but that's the timing and the placement to be able to counter Dark Goblin for 1 elixir with the Ice Spirit. Not many people know it, but it is able to, or you are able to counter it that way. Okay, let's go with Cannon on defense again. It's looking, in my opinion, like a clone deck. I'm not sure if you guys think the same, but after seeing Barbarians, Bats, Giant Skeleton, it's giving me clone vibes. So let's see if it is indeed gonna be a clone deck or if it's gonna be some other deck. Okay, in the meantime, Royal Hawks are able to get quite a lot of chip damage. We do have to be careful here with the counter push, but what I like about the Archer Queen is that most of the times he can get so much value on defense. Let's in the meantime here go with the Ice Spirit. Let's go with the Evil Skeletons to try and get a lot of value against the Giant Skeleton and the Cannon Guard. He does go with a Clone spell, but in the meantime the Skeletons continue stacking up. Let's go with ability here, making sure that the Cannon Guard is not gonna get a lock onto the tower. We do have to be careful, but the Clone, of course, it's a clone, so any shot from, for example, the Archer Queen, the tower, is gonna take care of it, so we did not have to overspend there. Okay, ooh, I almost got a new ability. Let's in the meantime here cycle towards, or let's cycle the lock, but also cycle towards the Royal Hawks. And let's go with the Ice Spirit here, Evolution, knowing that he's gonna go with the Barbarians. Okay, I think the Royal Hawks will not get too much damage, but they are still gonna get a little bit of chip damage. And we do have the Evil Ice Spirit, so they are gonna slowly but surely chip it away, get a little bit at the Barbarians. Okay, let's go with the Cannon here. Let's then afterwards go with a Delivery on top of everything. It's gonna kill the Bats, it's gonna kill, wow, what a satisfying delivery. Man, honestly, the delivery is so good in some situations. He even went with a clone, thinking that he would be able to get some value there, but of course the delivery was just able to destroy everything. And then here in the meantime we go with another set of Royal Hawks. Let's go with the Skeletons, let's go with Lock. We even cycle back to a new set of Royal Hawks, but I think in the meantime I'm just gonna pop the ability, go with Earthquake, and then just let this be for now. Okay, we need to be careful guys, because of course one clone push, one kind of situation where we do mess up, and it can get really scary, so we need to be very careful here. Okay, let's go with the Lock, let's go with Delivery. We do have to be careful because the Cannon Guard is locked onto the tower, and the Rage Cannon Card is able to get, wow, that's a lot of damage. That's what I'm talking about. Like one mistake, one good push by him with the clone, and he is able to get a lot of damage. So that's exactly what I was kind of afraid about. Okay, let's in the meantime here go with the Ice Spirit. Let's go with the Delivery here on defense as well. Let's go with the Cannon just to make sure that the Skeleton Barrel is not gonna go anywhere. And then afterwards I'm gonna go with Royal Hawks, but he does have the Barbarians. Man, I don't know if I should go Royal Hawks right now. I don't think so, because we're just gonna feed him more value with the Barbarians. Okay, let's go with Evil Skeletons. Let's go with Royal Hawks here right away, knowing that he doesn't have a small spell. Oh, he does have a small spell. What? All the time he had a Rage spell? Okay, I thought that he didn't have a small spell because he never used it, but all this time he was keeping the Rage spell. Okay, that's interesting. So in the meantime, go with the Delivery here. Let's go with Skeletons as well. Let's cycle towards the lock as soon as possible, and I'm gonna lock on defense, taking care of the Dark Goblin, taking care of everything. Let's go with Royal Hawks. I feel like he went with the Bats at the bridge without having that much elixir. So hopefully the Royal Hawks here are able to get a little bit of chip damage. And all we need to do now is cycle back to another Earthquake. And it is going to secure us the victory. So let's go with Cannon on defense. I'm going to secure the defense first, and then after defending, I'm gonna make sure to spell his right side tower. So there you go, Delivery once again, getting an insane amount of value on defense. Earthquake to take down the right side tower. See you guys soon with game number 2. Okay, let's go guys, hopping into game number 2 with the Royal Hawks deck. As I mentioned before, I'm gonna play 2 matches with each deck, so a total of 6 matches in today's video. So far, really nice start. I like how we played against that clone deck. Definitely, an interesting deck to play against. It's always surprising to play against clone, but as I mentioned before, the potential, the value we got from the Delivery was actually next level. Okay, let's see what he's gonna be running. Looks like so far he's waiting. He did show an Electro Spirit, so that could mean, for example, potential P.E.K.K.A deck, could be a potential Royal Giant deck. At this point, after seeing the Ghost, it could still be both of those options, so I think both options should be definitely winnable. I would say that Royal Giant Psycho, especially if it's a Fireball Psycho deck, it's a little bit more difficult than P.E.K.K.A. But P.E.K.K.A. in some situations can also get scary, especially if they have Void Spell, which I would say 9 out of the 10 P.E.K.K.A. decks nowadays do run the Void Spell. So always be careful when you're facing Void Spell. Okay, I'm actually going to go Skeletons here left side. I think one of the key things here is going to pressure the left side. Why? Because I would say that we're going to force out the Wizard. Exactly, we force out the Wizard. And then the Wizard afterwards should be able to be defended. I don't want to say easily, but definitely better than defending, for example, the P.E.K.K.A. Wizard push. So I'm going to go last second ability here to DPS down the P.E.K.K.A. on the right side. Let's in the meantime go with a lock on the Wizard, and the Wizard is going to get a little bit of damage, but I guess it's fine. In the meantime, I'm going to go with Ice Spirit, and I would say P.E.K.K.A. Yeah, I don't know, like honestly, it's kind of a weird matchup to explain. I'm going to try and do my best to beat it here, but I would say that most of the times it's going to be important to keep in mind the cycle of the Ghost. Why? Because of course, if they have Ghost in cycle, then they are able to DPS down the what's it called? The Royal Hawks a little bit faster, but the same thing for Wizard. So let's go with Skeletons here. I think he does have the Electro Spirit in cycle, so let's go with Royal Hawks. Let's go with Ice Spirit as well, just to try and potentially get a lot of value from the Skeletons. Look at the Skeletons, please tell me no, they almost managed to stack up, go crazy, still able to freeze the Ghost with the Ice Spirit. And thanks to that, the Royal Hawks are able to get a lot of damage. So overall, still looking very good. We do need to be careful because I was about to say that he does have the Evil P.E.K.K.A. And Evil P.E.K.K.A. is scary, man. Honestly, I think it's one of the strongest evolutions in the game right now. Later on, I'm also going to be playing with a P.E.K.K.A. deck. I think actually after this match, we're going to switch to the second deck, which is going to be a P.E.K.K.A. deck as well. Okay, let's go here with the Earthquake to take care of the shield. Let's then go with the ability. Let's go with a lock, and I'm going to go with a delivery here on defense as well, trying to DPS down these troops as soon as possible. Let's go with the Ice Spirit here as well. We do need to be careful, but I think, I was about to say, I think we do not spend anything else on the Ram Rider there, and let's then set up a cannon again. Okay, so far, I think we're doing a pretty good job at defending, pretty good job at distracting everything. Let's in the meantime go with Skeletons. That E-Spirit was not the best from him. Let's in the meantime go with a lock here to damage the Wizard. He does go with a Void Spell in this case. Okay, I don't know why I popped the ability, by the way. That did not make much sense, but I guess it's fine. Let's in the meantime go with... no, it actually jumped on the... Or it actually killed the Ice Spirit. That's unfortunate, but I think we still should be fine here. Let's go with a lock. Let's go with a delivery. Just in case we need it, because the P.E.K.K.A. is still quite healthy. I think if we did not go with the delivery, it probably would have been able to get quite a lot of damage there. Okay, as I said, like, this is scary. He has a Void Spell, which is one of the best counters against the Archer Queen, but so far we are staying alive. We are doing a really good job at defending. Let's in the meantime go with the Ice Spirit. Let's go with a cannon here just to make sure that we do not lose the Archer Queen. Let's go with delivery. Let's go with Ice Spirit. Let's go with a lock here on defense as well. And I'm trying to DPS down the P.E.K.K.A. as soon as possible. As you guys can see, we have an insanely quick cycle, so we are able to defend the Evil P.E.K.K.A. push. Let's in the meantime go with Royal Hawks. Let's go with Evil Ice Spirit. And I'm gonna go with a lock here as well. Nice, okay, looking pretty good. I'm actually gonna pop the ability of the Archer Queen, trying to DPS down the Wizard and hopefully get even more value. Evil Ice Spirit, low-key, really good in some situations. I know that many people do not like the Evil Ice Spirit, but in my opinion, it's definitely a solid evolution in some situations. Okay, what do we need to do, guys? I'm gonna go Cannon here. I'm gonna go with Archer Queen up high. Let's go with Ice Spirit here as well. I'm gonna go Skeletons just to make sure that the Ram Rider is gonna go in front. Let's go with a Cannon here as well. And as you guys can see, he's not able to break through our defense. In the meantime, we can go with the Ice Spirit here. Let's go with Earthquake, and at this point, we can just spell cycle him down. I believe that's 2 Earthquakes and 2 locks, if not, if I'm not wrong. But anyways, we can cycle so quick, guys. Like, we're in triple elixir. As you guys can see, we cycle insanely fast. If necessary, we were already back to a new Earthquake, and as you guys can see, we are able to secure the victory. Plus 29 medals, very nice matches. The second deck we're going to be using is the exact same deck we just faced. We're going to be playing this P.E.K.K.A. deck with the Rage Spell, with the guards, exact same version we just faced. In my opinion, P.E.K.K.A., especially the P.E.K.K.A. evolution right now, is really strong and really scary. I feel like if that guy played it a little bit better, he probably would have been able to beat us. But let's see if we can get some victories with the P.E.K.K.A. so far. Very nice start to the video. It looks like we are going to be facing some kind of cycle deck as well. We were also using Archer Queen, but we did not have the Miner. We had Royal Hawks instead. So let's go with a Void Spell here, trying to take care of the Archer Queen. Let's in the meantime go with a Ram Rider as well. And I think I'm going to go Rage Spell here just to rage up the Ram Rider. And then also make sure that we kill the Archer Queen as soon as possible. So as you guys can see, even though he does have the Archer Queen Tesla, quick cycle, we are able to easily take care of the Archer Queen, take care of the Tesla, and allowing us to get some early get damage, but also a lot of damage already. And it's very good because usually cycle decks are those type of decks which do not really want to take any damage in single elixir, because it's very hard for them to make a comeback, especially since it's a minor chip damage deck. Okay, let's go with Wizard here. Let's go with guards in the meantime on the right side. I'm gonna wait a little bit to see what he does, but I would like to go with a Ram Rider here in front of the Wizard. Okay, maybe now not, because he does end up going with a Tesla. I wanted to see what he was gonna drop against the guards, but actually now that the Tesla's out of cycle, can we not just go? Yeah, I think we can just go with a Ram Rider here at the bridge. I'm not sure if he has evil skeletons in cycle, or does he even have evil skeletons? I didn't really pay attention to that, to be honest. As you guys can see, we do end up getting a big connection with the Ram Rider once again. Left side tower down already to 1328 HP. And I think just like that, I don't want to say like we already secured the victory, because he can definitely still win from this position, but we're definitely in a very good situation right now. Okay, let's wait a little bit to see what he does. Looks like he does go with a miner close to the left side lane, so I'm actually going to go with a wizard in the position where it will then go, yeah, towards the left side lane. And let's wait a little bit to see what he does, but I would like to go with a P.E.K.K.A. sometime soon. Let's wait a little bit. Let's go with P.E.K.K.A. here, down, but in the same lane as the Archer Queen. Let's go with a Royal Ghost here on the right side, making sure that the Ice Spirit is not going to get any unnecessary damage. And I believe he does have the Evil Tesla available. Yeah, looks like he does have the Evil Tesla. Let's go with a Void Spell here, trying to take care of the Evil Tesla. As soon as the Ghost is gonna go invisible, it should be able to DPS down the Tesla quite a bit. Let's in the meantime go with a Ram Rider here as well. Guards prediction on the Miner, nice. We do end up catching the Miner, so that's amazing. And we do need to be careful, because honestly, he does have a very solid defense. But I think slowly but surely we should be able to chip him down, guys. Let's see. Let's go with a P.E.K.K.A. once again in the back. Very important, in my opinion, against these type of decks to always get pressure. How do you say, like, making a big push from behind. I don't know why that miner, or what that miner was. He tried to go with a miner to block the void spell, but he was not able to. Let's in the meantime go with a Ram Rider here, and I think I'm just gonna rage up the Ram Rider plus the P.E.K.K.A. Once again, trying to get as much value as possible and trying to take care of the Tesla as soon as possible as well. He does go with a Valkyrie, but the Valkyrie just gets destroyed by the Wizard, by the P.E.K.K.A. By all the troops we have there. He does go with a second Tesla. He also goes with Miner. And at this point, I feel like he doesn't have any elixir to be able to stop this evil P.E.K.K.A. push with the Ghost. As soon as I have enough elixir, I'm going to go Ram Rider. Or maybe Void Spell. Yeah, I'm actually going to go Void Spell here. Why? Because he's going to pop the ability. And we are able to kill the Archer Queen as soon as possible. And then now I'm going to go with Ram Rider. I think that was the perfect timing there. First Void Spell. And then afterwards go with a Ram Rider. And I think I was about to say, I think he doesn't even have elixir right now. Very nice win here against this Minor Poison deck. See you guys soon with the next P.E.K.K.A. match. Okay, let's go, guys. Hopping into game number 4, game number 2 with the P.E.K.K.A. deck. So looks like we're up against a guy called Legend Enzo. Let's give him a good luck and let's see what he's gonna be running. But you guys just saw it. In my opinion, this P.E.K.K.A. deck is super strong. Psycho decks, in some situations, it can get kind of awkward to break through the defense. But as I mentioned before, in my opinion, one of the most important things is to always make your P.E.K.K.A. pushes. Starting off in the back, I would almost never recommend going P.E.K.K.A. the bridge unless you know that he just spent like, way too much elixir defending the previous P.E.K.K.A. push. But in general, it's always, kind of important to reset from the back. So let's see what this guy's gonna be running. Looks like he is waiting quite a bit. Does he have Nado? Okay, looks like he does have Nado. I was about to, I was thinking, why is he waiting so long? It looks like he does indeed have the Tornado. So he has guards, Ram Rider, and a Tornado. Okay, gonna be interesting to see what he's running. In the meantime, our Ram Rider is able to get a solid connection on his right tower, and also knowing that his guards are out of cycle, I'm actually gonna respond to his Ram Rider with a P.E.K.K.A. because I feel like even though he might have his own P.E.K.K.A. or even though he might have something pretty decent against the P.E.K.K.A. in cycle, we should be able to get a lot of value from our own P.E.K.K.A. So let's go with a Rage Spell here just to make sure that our P.E.K.K.A. gets as much damage as possible on his P.E.K.K.A. or in this case first on the Dark Prince, and then afterwards gets one shot on his P.E.K.K.A. as well. Even though he went with Dark Prince, even though we do not have the P.E.K.K.A. available, we should be able to defend this. I don't want to say super easily, but I think we should be able to defend this, honestly. Like, even though he goes with a Nado there, we still have our own guards. We can go with E-Spirit, we can go with, the Ghost here as well, to continue destructing everything and trying to DPS down the P.E.K.K.A. as much as possible. So as you guys can see, he spent a lot of elixir there. We also had to spend a lot of elixir, but we were able to defend it without taking any damage. So that's very good for us. Let's go with a Ram Rider here in the meantime. On defense, I'm actually going to go Rage Spell because we already saw what happens when you go Ram Rider a little bit too late. His Ram Rider would have ended up connecting to the tower like our Ram Rider did in single elixir there against him. So I just didn't want to take any unnecessary damage. Let's in the meantime go with a Void Spell here against the Electro Wizard. Not sure if he's missing any cards. Did he show pretty much all his cards already? He showed Nado, he showed the Evil P.E.K.K.A., he showed Electro Wizard, guards, Dark Prince. I think he pretty much showed his entire deck already. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he did. So let's in the meantime here go with a P.E.K.K.A. Let's go with a Wizard as well. I think the Dark Prince might have been able to splash on top of the tower and the P.E.K.K.A. at the same time. Yeah, he even went with a Zap, trying to allow it to happen. And let's in the meantime pressure the right side lane here. Okay, I think we need to go with Void Spell. Yeah, let's go with Void Spell on top of the XC. Let's then go with a Rage Spell here, trying to DPS down his P.E.K.K.A. as soon as possible. And we are able to stay alive with our P.E.K.K.A. We also have the Wizard still with 1 HP alive. And the Wizard was able to get one shot on the right side tower. In the meantime, he does go with a Dark Prince. Let's go with a Ghost here as well, making sure that the Dark Prince is not able to get any connection. And let's cycle the Wizard to start cycling towards the evolution. Okay, so far looking pretty good. He does have yeah, very solid defense. He has Electro Wizard, he has Executioner, he has Tornado, but I think so far we're also doing a pretty good job at defending this. Okay, he does go with a Nado. Let's go with a Void Spell here, trying to take care of the Executioner. He does go with his guards, but that's totally fine for me. Honestly, taking care of the guards already is also yeah, a very good thing to happen. Let's in the meantime go with E-Spirit. Let's go with a Wizard. Unfortunately, the Wizard did get splashed by his Executioner, but I think it's fine. And let's in the meantime go with guards. And I'm not sure about that Zep, my friend. You still have to defend the Ghost, you still have to defend the Wizard. I'm gonna go with Ram Rider plus Rage here, and I think he should not be able to defend it. Why? Because he spent so much elixir on offense. He went with the Ram Rider, he went with the Evil Zep, and there was definitely a big overcommitment on his part. As soon as I saw the Zep, I was like, wait a second, I don't think you should have done that Zep. I will be able to, yeah, apply pressure on the right side lane, and the pressure was able to take down his right side tower. So I will see you guys soon with the last deck of today's video. Okay, let's go, guys. So the next deck of today's video, or the next match, is gonna be with the Mortar Miner deck, which probably everyone knows who's watching this video, who's been playing Clash Royale recently. Very solid deck with Skeleton King, with the Evil Bats. You can of course use it like different versions. Some people, instead of Skeleton Dragons, like to run it with, for example, the Spear Goblins. Like, there's many different versions, but in general it's always the same, like 6-7 cards, which is like Miner, Arrows, Skeleton King, Bats, and then yeah, you can change a few cards around, I guess. Okay, looks like he does have the Night Witch. He also has a Void Spell. I'm not really sure what deck he's gonna be running. Looks like, unfortunately, the Skeleton Dragon, the left side Skeleton Dragon actually got one shot, but the right side Skeleton Dragon didn't get the one shot, so that was able to get a little bit of damage on the tower. And it's in the meantime pressure with a Goblin Gang here. So what is this deck? Is it gonna be, I think it might be, I'm not completely sure, guys, but I think it might be Elixir Golem. Am I right? Is this P.E.K.K.A. Elixir Golem? I think it might be, honestly, but I guess we'll find out later. Let's in the meantime continue pressuring, forcing out a lot of Elixir there with the beds. Then now he does go with his Evil P.E.K.K.A. I think we should be fine here. We have the Cannoneer, we have the Cannon card. Even though he does go with a Void Spell, we could potentially yeah, block it with the Skeleton Dragons. So let's have the Skeleton Dragons ready, and as soon as I see the Void Spell, I am gonna try and yeah, block it. Or do we even need to? I think we can just leave it like this. The Cannon card is gonna, yeah, end up healing the P.E.K.K.A. a little bit, but by the time it heals itself, it is gonna end up dying already. So, it's actually Goblin Giant. Okay, I was thinking about Elixir Golem, but it's actually gonna be Goblin Giant. Okay, so even though he does have Triple Spell, he showed that he has Rage Spell, he showed that he has Arrows, he showed he has Void Spell. I think we still should be fine here. In this matchup, it is kind of scary in some situations, but I think we should be fine. Let's in the meantime go with a Goblin Gang here as well. He might go with a Rage Spell. Let's go with Arrows here on defense, making sure that those bats and the Spear Goblin spawning from the Goblin Giant are not gonna get anything done. And in the meantime, we should be fine. The Fisherman is gonna get a little bit of damage, but I think we can actually pressure with a Mortar. Does he have enough elixir for P.E.K.K.A.? That's the real question. Okay, looks like he did not have enough elixir. No, I don't know why I didn't select the card. I tried to select the bats blocking the Void Spell, but unfortunately for us, it wasn't able to block it. So that's, yeah, of course, kind of unlucky, but I guess it's fine. We're still in a very good situation. So far, we've been doing a lot of damage and also a very nice and good defense so far. Okay, let's in the meantime here go with Skeleton Dragons. I would like to pressure the right side lane, knowing that his cycle is kind of awkward. He might have to go with like a Goblin Giant or something defensively. In this case, he does go with Arrows. Let's go with Goblin Gang here on the right side. Let's go with Bats on the left side. And I'm going to go with Miner, knowing that he just spent the Arrows, knowing that he just spent the Rage Spell. That should be able to be very annoying for him. And as you guys can see, we're able to apply a lot of pressure on both lanes. Just, yeah, forcing out a lot of elixir defensively, but even though he's, like, trying to defend as good as possible, he's still not able to defend it as he would have liked to. So, as you guys can see, very good amount of damage on the right side tower. Let's, in the meantime, go with a Goblin Gang here. And at this point, I'm just gonna wait a little bit and chill, because I do not want to overcommit too much. I'm just gonna, yeah, wait and see whatever he's gonna do next. Okay, let's go with a Cannon card here. He is able to apply a lot of pressure with this Night Witch. Let's go with Arrows. Let's go with a Mortar defensively. And as soon as I can, I'm gonna go with Skeleton Dragons. Okay, nice. Looking very good so far. Really solid defense. What I like about this deck is that it has such a solid defense, but at the same time, you also have such a solid attack. Like, there's so many different ways to apply pressure. You can apply pressure with the Mortar. You can apply pressure with Miner pushes, with Skeleton King. Like, there's so many different ways to apply pressure with this deck. Okay, let's in the meantime go with a Miner. Looks like he does end up using his P.E.K.K.A. Let's go with a Cannon card in the same lane. And at this point, as long as we, yeah, just secure the defense and then slowly but surely chip down his tower, we should have the victory secured. We do need to be careful because, of course, the P.E.K.K.A pushes are, of course, always kind of scary. But I think we should be fine. Let's, in the meantime, go with Skeleton Dragons here. Let's go with the Skeleton King as well. Let's have the arrows ready. I'm going to wait a little bit just to make sure that we kill the Goblin spawning from the Goblin Giant. And let's then go with ability. Okay, he does have the P.E.K.K.A raged up, but I think we should be fine. There's a lot of skeletons distracting. Just in case, I'm going to go with Goblin Gang. Man, the evil P.E.K.K.A sometimes is so scary. As I said before, it's always scary facing evil P.E.K.K.A, but let's go with a cannon card. In the meantime, the bet's on the left side. We're able to get a lot of damage, and if he doesn't defend it, that's actually a really solid damage on the left side lane. Okay, let's go with Skeleton Dragons. Let's go with arrows here as soon as possible. He does go with his own arrows. He spent all of his spells. That's really good for us because now he doesn't have any spell available to be able to support the P.E.K.K.A. We can just go with Goblin Gang. We can just go with ability, knowing that he doesn't have any spell available. And do you guys notice? He has arrows. He has void spell. He has rage, but it's still not enough because we just have so many spam. Like, this deck has so many spam cards, such a good synergy that even though he does have all those spells, triple spell, it's still not enough to be able to beat us. Okay, let's go, guys. Hopping into the last match of today's video. So far, really nice matches. I'm having a lot of fun, and I think I'm showcasing really well why, in my opinion, these are the top 3 best decks in the current meta. They're just so solid and so fun to play with, and at the same time, they also, of course, sometimes do have some difficult matchups, but I would say it's probably one of the most solid decks in the meta. There's a lot of different ways to outplay your opponent with the decks we are using. Okay, so I'm not sure what we're facing, but this might be the same exact deck, guys. Or is it me? I mean, he showed that he has Rage Spell, P.E.K.K.A, and Guards. And we just showed we just faced the deck which also had the same exact 3 cards. Could be something else as well, but I'm actually thinking about Goblin Giant P.E.K.K.A again. Yeah, I think it is gonna be Goblin Giant P.E.K.K.A again, guys. Okay. I mean, oh no, it's actually not gonna be Goblin Giant P.E.K.K.A, it's gonna be Ram Rider P.E.K.K.A. Okay, let's go with the Goblin Gang here, distracting the P.E.K.K.A. He does go with a Rage, but he does also go with Electro Spirit. We need to be careful because, of course, the P.E.K.K.A is still alive, please. Oh my god, that was really scary. Man, I thought that the P.E.K.K.A was gonna get a shot, even though it was really low on HP. I was like, okay, I think the P.E.K.K.A will be able to maybe get a shot, especially because it was raged up. Because luckily for us, it was not able to get damage. Okay, so I guess it's just the same deck we also played against and we also played with. Like, this P.E.K.K.A deck right now is super popular, super strong, and it's also why I showcased it in today's video. In my opinion, it's definitely one of the best meta decks right now. Okay, let's go with a cannon card here towards the right side lane. We need to be careful because he does have the guards. He does once again go with a void spell. It's a very nice void spell by him. Let's go with a Skeleton Dragons here on defense, and I'm just gonna wait a little bit to see what he does. But I think the cannon card, the Skeleton Dragons, and the Cannoneer should be able to DPS on the P.E.K.K.A quite a bit. I am going to go with a last second Skeleton King, making sure that P.E.K.K.A is not able to connect. But of course, yeah, we also took a lot of damage on the left side lane. But I think the P.E.K.K.A still would have been able to get more damage on the right side tower than he got on our left side tower. Okay, let's go with a Mortar here defensively. Hopefully the Mortar is able to get one shot on the Wizard. Then the Cannoneer can one-shot it. And then afterwards we can deal with the Ghost. Okay, looks like the Wizard is able to get... Wait, how does... Wait, what? Why is that on the tower? Okay, I'm so confused why that was on the tower, but I think we're still in a good situation, guys. He just spent the Rage Spell. We can take advantage of that by going with the Evil Bats. We can go with arrows here as well. And then afterwards, I would like to go with ability as soon as he uses either his Wizard or the Rage Spell. Okay, let's go with ability here. As you can see, he does go with a Void Spell. Probably gonna go with a Rage Spell on defense. We can go with a Goblin Gang. And then with the Goblin Gang, we will easily defend the P.E.K.K.A. So very good pressure there. Taking advantage of the fact that he just spent a very important card to deal with the evil bats, and as you guys can see, by doing so, we are able to get a lot of value. So let's go with a miner here. In the meantime, let's go with the cannon card. I think he's gonna go with the evil wizard. Oh, nice placement by him though. That was a very nice placement by him because the evil wizard was not in range of the cannon card. I expected him to go with the wizard a little bit higher, but he did go with it in a very solid position, very good situation. Okay, let's go with Skeleton King. Let's go with Goblin Gang here on defense. Let's then go with a Mortar. I'm gonna pop the ability as soon as I can, and I think this might... I don't know if we can defend this, guys. I don't know if we can defend it because the evil P.E.K.K.A is just healing up, and it's... No, oh my god, this is gonna be a good game. That is exactly why this deck is so strong. I feel like we could have won that. I just made a bad play there at the end by going Ganon card, trying to predict his evil wizard, but he was able to overwhelm us with the P.E.K.K.A Ram Rider deck. I also showed you guys that was the second deck in today's video, so once again I'm gonna show you guys all the decks. Royal Hogs number 1, P.E.K.K.A number 2. As I said before, there's no order, and then the last deck in my opinion is this Mortar Miner deck. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure to smack the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to subscribe, and hope to see you guys in one of my next videos. Take care, guys.